Hello you lovely people out there. I hope you guys are having a great time. My name is Ashish and I'm back with another interesting video, and in today's lesson I will teach you what is a gerund phrase. So without wasting any time, let's kick the lesson off. Alright guys, so before we talk about a gerund phrase, it is very important, it is extremely vital that we understand what exactly a gerund is. Alright, so let us understand what exactly a gerund is. Gerund is nothing but a progressive form of a verb, an ing form of a verb that acts as a noun in a sentence. Alright, let me repeat this definition for you guys one more time. A gerund is a progressive form of a verb, an ing form of a verb that acts as a noun in a sentence. So, from this very definition, there are two important things that we need to understand. Number one, it is a progressive form of a verb. Progressive form of a verb, which simply means it always ends with ing. For example, eating, sleeping, teaching, singing. Alright, these are all verbs ending with ing. Alright, number one, it's a progressive form of verb. Number two, it always acts as a noun. Guys, I want you to pay attention to this part. Though it looks like a verb, it is not a verb. It's not acting as a verb in the sentence. It is acting as a noun. Yes, it is acting as a noun. Yes, I totally agree. It does look like a verb, right? It is used as a verb in most of the cases, but here when we talk about a gerund, it acts as a noun. You need to understand this, okay? Now, let me give you some examples to make this more clear. I love eating. Oh, I love eating. You guys also love eating, don't you? Alright? I love eating. Eating is my gerund here. Alright? Let me give you one more example. Okay, let's take this example. Teaching is my passion. Teaching is my passion. Yeah, it's true. I love teaching. Alright? What is my gerund here? You guys tell me. What is my gerund here? Teaching. You got it right. Teaching is my passion here. Let's take one more example. I do not believe in the concept of lying. I do not believe in the concept of what? Lying. I don't lie. I do sometimes. You have to, man. You don't have any option other than lying. So you end up lying sometimes. Alright, let's not talk about that. Alright, so lying is my gerund here. All these verbs that are ending with ing, alright, eating, teaching, lying, these are verbs, but they're not acting as verbs in these three sentences. They're acting as nouns. So, we have understood what exactly a gerund is. And now, let us understand what is a gerund phrase. Alright guys, let us talk about a gerund phrase now. A gerund phrase is a phrase that starts with a gerund, which we already know what it is, and acts as a noun in a sentence. Let me repeat this definition one more time for you guys. A gerund phrase is a phrase that starts with a gerund and acts as a noun in a sentence. So from this very definition, there are two important things that we need to understand. Two things. Number one, it starts with a gerund, and we already know what a gerund is. Number two, it acts as a noun in a sentence. Guys, I want you to pay attention to this part. A gerund looks like a verb because it is formed out of a verb, but it doesn't act as a verb. It acts as a noun in a sentence. Alright, let me give you some example of gerund phrases now. Yeah, I love eating pizzas. Do you love eating pizzas? I reckon you do. Everybody does. Alright, I love eating pizzas. Alright, you guys tell me what is my gerund phrase here. I love eating pizzas. Tell me. Yes, eating pizzas is my gerund phrase here. Guys, let me make your life easier. If you want to find a gerund phrase, all you got to do is ask the question what to the verb and you'll get your gerund phrase. Yes, that's how easy it is. You don't believe me? You will in a second. Alright, let's apply this thing here. I love eating pizzas. Let me ask this question. I love what? If I ask the question I love what, I get my gerund phrase as eating pizzas, right? I love what? Eating pizzas. Eating pizzas is my gerund phrase here. Let's take one more example. Eating in Delhi metro is prohibited. Eating in Delhi metro is prohibited. Now you guys tell me what is my gerund phrase here, applying the same rule, applying the same trick. Think about it. Oh, you got it right. Asking the question what is prohibited, I get my answer, eating in Delhi metro. Oh yeah, that's how simple it is, right? Alright, let's take one more example. I'm in love with teaching students. I'm in love with teaching students. Can you guys tell me what is my gerund phrase here? Yes, absolutely. Applying the same trick here. I'm in love with what? Teaching students. Teaching students is my gerund phrase here. Yes, that's how easy it is to find a gerund phrase. Now, let me tell you that a gerund phrase acts as followings in a sentence. Number one, it can act as a subject. Number two, it can act as an object. Number three, it can act as an object of the preposition in the sentence. And number four, it can act as the subject complement. Let's take the number one example. Let's take gerund phrases as the subject. Example number one. Eating in Delhi metro is prohibited. What is my gerund phrase here? Can you guys tell me? You should be able to tell me. Apply the same trick. What is prohibited? Eating in Delhi metro. Eating in Delhi metro is my gerund phrase that is acting as the subject here. Alright, that's how easy it is. Let's take the second example. Riding a bull gives me a kick. Riding a bull gives me a kick. Can you guys tell me my gerund phrase here? Yes, riding a bull. How do I get it? Asking the same question. What gives me a kick? If I ask, I get my gerund phrase as riding a bull. Let's take one more example. Doing meditation daily changes your life. Yes, it does. It has changed my life at least. You should also try this. Alright, so doing meditation daily changes your life. What is my gerund phrase here? Doing meditation daily. How do I get it? How do I get it? Asking the same question. Alright, now let us take some example of gerund phrases acting as an object in a sentence. Alright, I hate proving myself to people. I hate proving myself to people. Yes, I do. I don't like to prove myself. Nobody does. Alright, so in the sentence, I hate proving myself to people, what is my gerund phrase here? Yes, you got it right. Proving myself to people. How do I get it? Applying the same trick. I hate what? Proving myself to people. Yes, that's how easy it is, man. Let's take one more example. In summer, we prefer going to a hill station. In summer, we prefer going to a hill station. We prefer what? Going to a hill station. Going to a hill station is my gerund phrase that is acting as an object in the sentence. Yes, that's how easy it is, man. That's how easy it is. Alright, let's take one more example. I love eating food. I love eating food. Everybody does, right? So what is my gerund phrase here? Oh, you guys got it. Eating food. Yeah, eating food. How? Applying the same trick. Okay? Now, let us take some examples of gerund phrases acting as an object of a preposition in a sentence. Let's just do it. Example number one. The adventure of eating dogs in Singapore was terrible. Let me repeat the sentence one more time. The adventure of Eating dogs in Singapore was terrible. What is my gerund phrase here? Eating dogs in Singapore. So it is a gerund phrase. It is nothing but an object of the preposition of. The adventure of what? Eating dogs in Singapore, right? Adventure of what? Eating dogs in Singapore. So it is the object of the preposition of. Okay, let's take one more example. She could not finish the task of making food for 1,000 people. She could not finish the task of making food for 1,000 people. What is my gerund phrase here? Making food for 1,000 people. It is an object of the preposition of. How? She could not finish the task of what? Making food for 1,000 people. Alright? Let's take one more example. I'm in love with making tutorials. I'm in love with making tutorials. Alright, yeah, I do love it. I do love doing this. Alright, so making tutorials is my gerund phrase acting as an object of the preposition with. I'm in love with what? If you ask the question, I'm in love with what? I mean, with what? Making tutorials. Making tutorials is my gerund phrase acting as an object. Alright? I hope you guys got it. I know you have. Alright. Now, let us take some examples of gerund phrases acting as a subject complement. Number 1. The happiness is receiving the salary message. The happiness is receiving the salary message. Can you see the happiness on my face right now? I just received my salary. Oh, I did not. Alright, so in the sentence, the happiness is receiving the salary message. So in the sentence, my gerund phrase is receiving my salary message. Yeah, happiness is receiving my salary message. Alright, it is a subject complement. Alright, let's take one more example. What example we should take? Okay, my second love is cooking food. My second love is cooking food. I do love cooking food. Alright, I absolutely love it. My second love is cooking food. My second love is what? Cooking food. Cooking food is my gerund phrase here that is acting nothing but a subject complement. Alright, okay guys, now I have a task for you. Are you up for this? Are you game for this? I hope you are. Alright, so these are the sentences. Look at the sentences. Alright, find the gerund phrases out and tell me what are they acting as. This is your task. Pause the video right here and do it. Alright, and once you find it out, share it in the comment section below. And if you get it correct, all the sentences, you're gonna get a gift. I'm just kidding. You're not gonna get anything. I'm broke. Alright. Alright guys, that is about the video. I hope you enjoyed watching this. I hope you had fun. I hope you learned something new. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe to English with Ashish. If you already have, that's amazing. Thank you very much. If you guys have any questions, any queries, do share it in the comment section below. I would love to have some questions from you guys, and share the video with the people that can be benefited out of it, right? And I'll see you in the next video. Till that, have fun. Ashish is out. Peace.